Hey guys, I actually have a really cool standard deck for you today. This was a viewer submitted list full of crazy monsters and nonsense. This is the list we're going to be playing today, and it did pretty well in our standard event, so it's definitely worth playing if you are trying to build up your collection, getting extra cards and gold for your account. I'll also be putting a link in the description so you guys can export it onto Arena if you're interested in checking it out. But there's actually one more thing I wanted to talk about before we actually get started. This year we raised almost $8,000 for Extra Life thanks to your guys' help. And because of that, Wizards of the Coast actually gave me a bunch of collected company alternate art codes. This is exclusive for this charity event and very few streamers actually got them. The collected company art looks like this. Every video this month are going to have some of these collected company art codes pinned in the comment section below. This is a thank you from Wizards of the Coast to our community for doing such a great job raising funds for Extra Life. So thank you guys so much for that, and I hope you enjoy the codes. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and check out this really sweet viewer submitted list and see how it does. I hope you enjoy the games. Alright guys, so we have another standard event going on. This was a deck list submitted by Lord. It's going to be a Gruul Smashy type list. The Raise Boar is always a really fun one, especially with Ronas. Also got the meandering turtle idiot. Questing Beast, normal. Grazer. I don't know why we're mainboarding this, especially with Oven Gone. It's one of the major things. There is the mono green list that's running a lot of the snakes, which is pretty cool. But with Oven Gone now, this seems a little more out of place in Best of One. But, I mean, I don't play Standard, so I don't fucking know. Mainboard ram through, interesting. I've seen it in a lot of mono green sides. Scooz is really good against the aggressive decks. Paradise Druids, I like to ramp out some things. Grazer and Serpent. So, let's go ahead and give it a try, guys. We're going to do a Standard event and see if this deck is worth crafting for you guys to help build your collections. Master is saying that you still run 4 Grazers for mono green. Yeah, because you've got Great Henge and the snake, right? But is mono green common enough to warrant that in Best of One? Maybe? Seems unlikely. This seems a lot more common to me. Mono reds and like Rakdoses and things. But you never know. I would probably just take the one if I didn't have another one in my hand. Okay, well, we'll play this. Normally I think I wouldn't, but against a mono red list, I just want to get something down that's big enough to block, not like this. Next turn we have a good follow-up, we can smush something, do this, do that. Teamer Adventures as well. Okay, so like Lucky Clover is what you're playing it against? No attacks here. Interesting. I will certainly take that, and we definitely want to stomp that the second we get a chance. Thin the deck a bit. Usually with like the burn spells, I'm more inclined to get the red, but it does look like the deck is mostly green, so. Just gonna go ahead and kill that now. No need to durdle. And I don't think there's anything really hasty that I care about to not want to just punch him in the face here with my giant bone crusher. Are we gonna win with a big hasty turtle? Well, we don't have the boar yet, right? was only one turtle in the deck. Interesting. So let's cycle the first one away. Interesting. You've cycled the card 4 times. Well, I mean, I guess that works if you draw all of them. There's no way they don't play Steamy, right? Hopefully it'll be too late. Excellent. Well, 1 off plus some mana, right? A couple of turns. But yes, theoretically, if we drew another one right there, we could have cast it. That's a nice quick win against mono red. We were also on the play, I believe, so that's always helpful with 2 stomps with not a whole lot of other removal. Thank you for the GGs, guys. It's Bird Jesus! Oh no! Okay, so what are we worried about here? Cat? Right? Cat's probably coming down. We have a ram through, so I'm also fine with it. Oh, okay. That's pretty good. So I think Scoos is a little bit better because we don't take the damage when we try to ram through here, which is gonna probably happen regardless. Also, they can't do anything with the kitty cat yet, so most likely they just play another flyer and then hit me, right? So now my plan is to just ram through. Target creature you control deals damage. So it's a one-sided fight, which is great. I'm like about that life for sure. And then we can just do this next turn if we don't, even if we don't hit a land. We might not want to, but enters the battlefield, double the power of each creature. All right, well now that's a little annoying. Yeah. Just start eating with Scoos? Well, I mean, there was only one thing in there, but yeah, that would have been the plan typically. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that's fine though. I'm willing to trade for that. Oh, they can't exile yet, which is good. So there's definitely enough cards in the yard for me to scoose my way out of this. So we'll see how they block. Oh, come on. Is this like a triple block? That definitely sucks. But we have Death Touch, so I mean, that's fine as well. I'm wondering if they don't know the Death Touch is there. So, what am I most scared of here? I think we are most scared of something that pumps all their flyers, right? This is actually a fair amount of flying damage here. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, they would have us dead. We do have a little reachy guy here, which is good. Plus a little life gain next turn. It was nice of them to show me they drew a land, regardless of what happens. Definitely appreciate the kind gesture. They can still draw into it with Sailor. It's true. Depending on what the out is, you know, they'll have 2 mana left. Less cards for them to have, I should say. So they can exile something here, is what's probably going to happen. So now, if we pile on everything to kill both of these, then they'll just exile it, right? So we want to kill... We want to split between the two enough. So that would kill those. 2, 4... Alright, so this is the best way, I think, to do this. So, this is a 2 for O, or... And they can save these 2. Or they can kill this and lose both of the more powerful cards. Which I'm okay with. And now we're a lot safer. Low-key big brain? Not at all. just a little lucky sometimes. This is a 4-powered minion, 4-powered minion. We can throw this on to the Grazer. Wow, a 3rd one of these, huh? And they can make another guy as well. Something to consider. Making another guy would make this into a 4/4. Oh, that's actually just maybe better. You would throw it on Scoos. It does have trample. I agree with this statement. Watch this be like a fairy, a brazen borrower or something. So we go here, it gets the counters. It giving it trample is pretty spicy. Happy to trade this for whatever as well. Oh! That's the card we were worried about, but it also isn't making anything, right? So we can eat this now. But 7, okay. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do we have enough things? We have nothing to eat, right? Yeah, nothing to eat. And all he's left with is this. Which is okay. Ish. Oh my god, you drew a 4th one off the top? This is such baloney. What the fuck? Why won't you die? Jiminy Christmas. Just die. So he has to chump the Sky Sovereign Cat here. The only thing he can do is make a dude so he can block with his Sky Sovereign Cat. Oh, I didn't mean to attack with this. Doesn't matter, he can't block with the 1/1 cat anyway. Can't block? He can block with the Sky Sovereign Cat when he makes it a 3/3. Kid's got alligator blood. Yeah, I think you might be right. If I ordered them differently, the Sky Sovereign Cat would have lost its buff for the other flyer. I honestly didn't do the math on it. I was not paying enough attention. So I'm actually gonna play Temple before the Fable Passage, because this is guaranteed to come in tapped. This might not if we draw another land. I don't think we need more land. Oh boy, now we want that Grazer, you were right. Staff has fancy new badges? What do you mean? Oh, there is a staff badge. That's cool. You're probably just gonna get bounced. I have no idea. This is our first time really playing against Adventure since it's kind of come back into fashion. There's no way they don't just double bounce, right? Yep. Dash! Dang it. We know it's a thing. As a limited player, I'm under the mindset that they can't always have it, but then, you know, you play against these. This is whenever you cast, so I can't even kill it in response. So I'm bad at magic. I don't know. Maybe they'll forget to do it. I don't know. probably should. I could, if I was gonna decide to do that, I should have just done it before the druid, because there's a reason they might not want to, right? Now that we haven't shown all of our cards. Yeah, Twitch has been changing up a lot of things, badges and such. I think we just attack him so they can't target. Rude. Rude indeed. Ah! It's doing its thing. The stupid thing. Silly clover. Thank you, goodbye. Have a good night, love. Thanks for hanging out with us. Definitely appreciate it. Aether Gust. Permanent red or green. I think we should just concede now. Too strong. The clover too strong. People carry some wild tech in best of one? Yeah, I think you're right. Yay! I just got an email saying that our submission for the Magic Creator Program was accepted, so we got some extra free cards for you guys coming up in the future. I also, if you guys are interested, have a not YouTube, a Twitch, god dang it, Twitter giveaway for the cat dog sleeves. So I'll give away a full set of 6 sleeves to 5 lucky winners on the Twitter page. I give these away in the channel all the time as well, so if you don't have it, don't worry. You guys will have plenty of chances to win these codes here. I definitely do them on Friday nights a lot, as well as other times. So, but this is just an extra one if you guys want to get in on the chance to win one through there. That's all. Her public service announcement complete. Play this guy. Those sleeves are awesome? Yeah. Takeda, thank you so much for the 35 months of support. Hell yeah. Thank you, hun. That is awesome. Very much appreciated. Whoa. What is this nonsense? Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I kind of wanted to get something down. This does make their life a little bit more difficult. Okay. That definitely could have been more awkward, but this is pretty stinking good. That was a great draw. I mean, we don't really want this now, but it kind of feeds into the game plan. So, I mean, yeah, we'll keep it. We'll redraw it. Hey, Mets, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. On our way to our first gem draw of the day. Ooh, that's rude. Tapped. Play the questy boy. Punch him in the snoot. To the moon, Alice. That card's annoying. To be sure. If they have a shock, it would suck, but that's the first time I've seen that interaction come in handy. The damage from creatures you control can't be prevented. That's pretty crazy. So why didn't they cast something is the question. This thing is hasting? Do we just have enough mana to cast this stupid idiot? Oh my god, we do. Alright. You just win, right? Well, presumably not, because they didn't cast something here on purpose. Like, they didn't cast Bone Crusher Giant. So I'm assuming there's something happening, right? They could double block and remove Questing Beast, I would assume, or gain some life here. Again, I don't think they know about the trample, and I don't think they knew about the Questing Beast preventing the guy from, like, not preventing that guy from dying. In their defense, that's the first time I think I've seen that come into play, so. 4 unblockable and 4 trample. So you're assuming they've got nothing else on board, like they have nothing in hand, but we know for a fact that they've got a giant that they could have cast that would have blocked our guy, so that could have blocked Questing Beast. So to presume that there's nothing that they can do, right? Because they have a giant that's on an adventure with 3 mana open, and that giant is kind of a perfect answer for Questing Beast. So there's got to be something. I still think playing the giant would have been better than what they ended up playing. I don't know why they went that way, but their play lost. I think they were pretty much lost anyway. They could have played the giant, and then they could have blocked the 4/3 onto the Questing Beast, and then double blocked the 8/8 Trampler to barely live. but it's not. They didn't know about the 8/8 Trampler, to be fair. But I don't know what they were planning on doing with the questing beast, so. Okay, so I need green lands. More likely than not, they're going to show me a giant or a shock here to get rid of my Skoos. But I think Skoos is insanely good against our opponent. So I'm happy to sacrifice one, because it's just more to eat from the others, right? But they have a very slow, awkward start, which is just absolutely great for us. Yeah, this should be in the bag, no problem. At this point. Them not being able to kill the first Skoos is just absolutely brutal. To be fair, that's probably the first time I've ever seen that turtle hard cast. Seems like not a great keep for an aggro deck. Agreed. To be fair, if they were, you know, being on the draw there with the 1/1 and the light up the stage is a little rough. If they were on the play, they play him, hit me, I play a land, they go to hit me before I can Skoos it up. So, did you finish your water? No. I just didn't want to die. I've been a bad girl. What the hell does this do now? I forget the ley lines are in standard. The card would be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. Well, I don't really play out of my graveyard, except for the Skooses. So, I mean, that's not so bad. Sucks for Skoozy Boy, but eh. I think we have enough land in hand that comes into play untapped to justify just holding open the giant here. This is called Sack Hate. Oh yeah, I see. This is Sack Hate. Yeah, you're right. For like the Woe Strider and the nonsense. Is this a sub deck? It sure is. This is iffy. We could have cast the Serpent and saved this, but... Whose deck? This is Lord's, I believe. This is Orzhov Annoyance? Yeah, that's what it looks like. What is this? Interesting. Yeah, I'm about that life. Oh wow, our viewership just shot up kind of crazy high. Welcome, guys. Use a card name, basic land, search your opponent's blah, 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 blah. Okay, whatever. Westy Beast. Alright, you are annoying. Check. I really want to put this onto something, but I don't know that we can now. They only had one card left, so if we draw the turtle, we can hardcast it again. Well, we can hardcast the turtles, so... I'm kind of fine with this. Oh, you had an answer, plus now you can tap the turtle? It's unfortunate. Alright, so I think we should go this way first. So that way they'll think they can tap it. And then they might not be able to tap it. It's even lethal? Well, it's not when they have this tappy thing, right? So we have to hope that they have just like a brick here. And then we go, hey, yeah! And then they have to tap this guy down, presumably. Or they just top decked another removal spell. One of those two things is, I guess, reasonably likely. Now we just need to draw more threats than they draw answers. And currently we are in the positive score. No! That's kind of an answer. No! Well, they can't really use it, right? Oh, yeah, they needed to save the mana. Oh, they had it. They needed to not play the Citadel. They could have made the 1/1 tapper. They used the land to make a dude and tap the guy, the 8/8 trampler. I'll take it, though. 5 wins, baby. Let's go. I lost my chapstick. I am sad about it. All right, let's go. You didn't expect to get this far, why not? Look by the corgi butts. Corgi butts. I love corgi butts. I love corgi butts. No! No! Oh no. I should have blocked because he's gonna play a 1-drop and make me sack this anyway. No. Why? That is brutal, I tell you. We are lay dead. Dead. If we had the Stompy Boy, we would be good. But we has no Stompy Boy. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. He hurt me. So mean. All right, 5-2. I am kind of drinking. I drank like a half a bottle. Over a 3-hour stretch of the stream. I'm addicted to caffeine. I can't help it. There's a tab on the flooded side. Maybe I should have reconsidered. I just saw the removal and I was like, yeah, that's probably good. Oh, excellent. I'm very scary. I am very, very scary. We did draw a Scoos though, which is great. Win or lose, this is the last one, guys. Nine hours until you're allowed to drink coffee again? Why? You didn't want to mess with the big dogs. I mean, Also, this just goes to show you guys that standard events are a really great way to grind out your collection. Half the time people don't care enough. And they'll just scoop them up to you. Which is pretty great. Alright, tad bit on the flooded side. Way to crush my hopes and dreams, guys. The good news is we did in fact unlock another, or did unlock the drinking game, which is nice. Okay, so I was originally gonna just play the giant because then this comes into play, but we can play the scoos and stomp this just to make sure that they don't get any like flickering value out of it, I think. I think that's okay. It's missing a little bit of damage, but they can possibly block with the Charming Prince anyway, so this removes one blocker, which I like. Ah, same one. I always mess it up. A glass casket! No! The caskets of glass! They have come to kill us! Man, so many people contributing. Oh, wow. Our viewership just shot up. Did we get a host I didn't see? Welcome, lurkers, if you are indeed lurking. I appreciate you guys. Wow, that's a lot of people contributing. Yeek! You guys actually might hit it. Front row. Shoot. That's really not good. We might hit a land. That's okay, sack target as well, I guess. That's really nice for them. Hey, Feldigriff, how are you? If we dropped him, wouldn't we have gotten him back? Yeah, you get him back in like a certain amount of turns, but you have to draw him the hard way. He doesn't just like pop back into your hand. I like the idea of this guy because eventually he's gonna come in to play untapped and just get him, right? Whoa! Gator Frank, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Oh, sad.
You said the same thing I told ya. My eyes are clear, no secret. I wanna know, was it serious? I need it clear. My best friend isn't easy to show.
So many boss battles today. Getting to the final boss. This deck is not the easiest to pilot, but they're running out of options as well. They can flicker the glass casket, which would make Snake just go away, which is really sad for us. Gaining 5 life is pretty scary as well. Ew. Where did the music go? There it is. So this is your last day of being a sub, sad face. That's okay. You don't have to be a sub to be part of the community. Well, I mean, we might as well just discard this to make the Doom Foretold go away. The reason they haven't gotten rid of the casket is because I think they want to flicker it with the Yaron, right? I know, but I lose this emote? Well, you can use a lot of the emotes with your channel points. That's a possibility in the future. Gross. We know every card in their hand, so Turtle wouldn't be the worst.
Take a moment right here, feeling like it's out gear, driving towards the sun.
Gross.
Hear the rose in a gun, feel the wind in my hair, going nowhere I swear.
Yeah, right below the chat box that you're typing in, it'll tell you what your channel points for these channel points are, and then there's other channel points as well.
Running, running low, hold on, don't let go. Running, running low, keep running.
Why did he sack Doom instead of the casket? Because I think he wanted to ultimately keep the casket around, because if he ever gets to flicker it in with Sky Nomad, it's pretty good value. Because this dies, right? I'm not saying that's necessarily the correct play based on what I had on board, but keeping Glass Casket when you have a Flicker deck is not the worst either. Didn't he just... what happened to that bird? I'm confused. He flickered something? What did he flicker? Oh, he flickered this, and he's gonna keep bouncing it. Okay. So he just gains infinite life every turn? Interesting. So these come back into play at a different time. We have to find out when that is. Engine online? Yeah, it looks like it. You're a couple turns too late, buddy. We did draw like a ton of lands, so happens. I think this is a final boss we are not going to beat. Is that a second bell on? I think it is. So what would end this madness is the question. A shock? A giant which would end the madness? We can kill the prince. Wow. I wonder why you would flicker this. Ah! Okay, well, we flooded out a little hard there, guys. Just a little bit. It was like land, land, land. Land that scried into turtle that we kept on top, so fine. Into land. But still, 6 wins is not bad for the deck. We get some extra gems, some free gold, and we build up our collection, which is always really nice. So let's take another quick look at the deck. Lord was saying that they didn't expect the deck to do as well as it did, which is really cool to see. We never got to cast the Raise Boar, which makes me kind of sad. Giants was great, Scoos was great. There was a couple games where, you know, we wanted the Gem Razor, never found it. And then there was a lot of games where we had it and didn't really have a use for it, but that's kind of the way, you know, reboarding works. Grazer's fine, Serpent fine, Ram Through worked, Paradise Druid. I mean, ideally we go Paradise Druid into these things, which never really happened. I don't know why this is showing 1 of in the deck. Because I do remember shuffling up the deck and thinking, oh, it's really weird that we have 1 of these. And, oh, you're right, it is very faint. You can see it in the clouds. I see. Anyway, and then the first game I drew multiples and I was like, oh, okay, that makes more sense. I kind of assumed it was like the glitch with the, you know, those Planeswalker lands from Jumpstart where they don't show you the number. But yeah, you can actually see it. So, I mean, I can't really think of a whole lot I would want to change. I mean, I think Questing Beast is so good, and this is like a pre-board thing that's hit or miss. I probably would switch out like a Questing Beast, or switch out a Gem Razor for Questing Beast. I think these things are really cool. I think Turtle's neat. Pressure's great. Big fan of Skoos in the format with all the crazy graveyard stuff going on. Burrows and nonsense. So yeah, it's a fun deck. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, I'll go ahead and post a link to it in the description for you. And I hope you enjoyed the video. See you guys in the next one. I'd like to give a special thank you to those of you who have signed up for our Patreon. Without you guys, none of this would be possible. This content is also sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc. and KMC Sleeves. If you guys enjoyed the content, consider checking out the links below and using our discount codes. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.